Interaction effects of selection biases and the experimental treatment. Selection bias. What happens many a times if you go to school and ask them that I would like to have only 25 students out of 50 as experimental group. Do you think schools would give you? They would say we have only same class has to be occupied. Where would these 25 students would go? So they will say you take the whole class. So generally the experiments are conducted on the whole intact. That is also advisable because if you take small group and you say this technique works better, but actuality classrooms are not, class size is not 25, class size is 50. So whatever technique which you are suggesting it is effective, it was effective only on the half class, isn't it? So it's always better that we take the whole intact class. But if you take half the class or if you take, there are 3 divisions of 8 standard and you select students from different divisions and make your group, that may have another effect. So what we are saying, the selection factor, how you are selecting your sample, that is also important. So when you are generalizing, this technique enhances students' achievement. Okay, you are only talking about how you selected the group. If you would have selected groups from division A, B, C, and then conducted the experiment, the results may be different. We do not know. So when you are saying that generalizability comes down actually. You can generalize only when you are using intact class. If you are taking a small class or if you are taking a big class, you combine all the 3 divisions and take what the same. We don't know. But if you see any results, any research papers, if you read, they don't write this. They will write the findings. This technique is a group discussion, is a technique. So group discussion enhances students dash. The finding is in one line. So they think they are generalizing, but it is not generalizing. If you select a sample in a particular manner, you are generalizing. Then you can't say all 8 standard in Maharashtra, you will find the same result. You can't say that. Reactive effects of experimental arrangements. An effect that is due simply to the fact that the subjects know that they are participating in the experiment and experiencing novelty, then they know that the teacher is expecting better results from them. This is called Hawthorne effect. Have you heard of that? In American Bell's lab industry, they were conducting an experiment. How the staff members' productivity increases. So they conducted that experiment. So those staff members knew that the experiment is conducted on them for a particular purpose. So naturally they would try to help. So everybody put in their best effort and the results were best results. Because novelty was it. Now suppose if you bring in 8 standard students here and give them those tabs and work on that and then you say the achievement is increased. Is the achievement increasing because of the novelty of the tab or because what content you have given, the treatment you have given to the content, isn't it? So novelty is always there if you conduct that experiment. Suppose that experiment goes on for 1 year, then that novelty will come down, isn't it? And then the results may be better. So people should not know that they are participating in any experiment. You know how these medical people conduct their experiment? They want to conduct experiment on a tablet. See this tab, whether it is useful on a particular disease. That patient knows that he is being treated or she is being treated with a new thing. So they are mentally ready now that they have to get cured. So what happens? Your body and your mind both are in sync and they are going together. So is that effect of that tablet or that effect is of body mind together? So medical people use the placebo. Have you heard this word? Placebo means they will only give you tablets which have which do not do anything. It's like a injection of what is it? Water is called distilled water. If you give injection of distilled water, the patient needs an injection. So he or she is thinking, I am treated, I am being treated. So placebo is, you tell them that experiment, nobody knows to whom you are giving the correct tablet and to whom you are giving the fake tablet. Fake tablet is not affecting negatively to their body, but they know that they are being treated. And then you remove this effect of knowing that you are participating in an experiment. So that happens in the school also. Students know, teacher is conducting an experiment, so they always feel you should help the teacher to get good marks. Multiple treatment interface. When the same subjects receive 2 or more treatments, there may be a carryover effect between treatments such that the results cannot be generalized on single way. We will see some of the design, and there it is necessary that you give one treatment first and after some time another treatment. So both same group undergoes 2 treatments. Once you teach with discussion method and another you teach them, the same group you teach with the lecture method. So the same group is undergoing 2 treatments and one may have effect on another. How many of you play table tennis? How many of you play badminton? Badminton racket is very big, no? So if shuttle is there, then you really get ready to hit it. When it's table tennis, it's such a small thing, and then if someone who is master of badminton starts getting trained for table tennis, she always misses the shot. Because she gets ready when the ball is coming, then she thinks it is there. Because she is used to get ready that fast. Because the racket is very big. Here the racket is very small, and the other way also. If you are used to playing table tennis like this, your small racket is here, and then if you do the same thing with the badminton shuttle, effect of learning. If the fresh person learning without knowing table tennis directly learning badminton will be doing it much better. So here it happens if you are giving 2 treatments, getting over that treatment and then getting into another treatment may affect your observations of the dependent variable. Know by which the results are affected, the independent variable is affected, we would be